Hi, this is Adekyn with another Grand Ages Rome campaign mission video. This is the Fall of Spartacus, part 2 of 2 parts, so we're going to be finishing up the mission. We left off in part 1. We had just started battling this enemy camp that's fairly near to our base, and we're basically making sure that we use the special abilities of each of our troops. So X is the default hotkey for doing that. I leave it at that. Use whatever you like, but just make sure you know that key so that when you get in a battle, you select the troop you want, you right click on an enemy troop, and you hit that special ability. And these war elephants in particular, you get them up into a melee, you get them surrounded by enemy, and then you hit the X and they do that stomp where they raise up and slam down on the ground, and it damages a whole bunch. It does an area effect damage, very effective. And all the special abilities, you want to make sure you use them. The pylon attack for the Hastati in this case, and we also had Nubian warriors, so we used the cloud of spears from them. You just want to make sure you use your special abilities. And over here you can see I'd gone ahead and done the sea trading, and it was very disappointing. There just wasn't anything good to trade, and I hadn't really built up any large amount of anything because we're, again, as I said in the first one, we're using our goods to have those war elephants, so we don't really have good trade goods. If we had gone a different route and not used up all the goods for war elephants, maybe take advantage of our iron to build Roman troops, then we would have had the goods to trade and probably could have made a lot of money doing so. So that would be another way to play this mission, was go up there and get that iron mine and get it going, and build barracks or military academy and go with more traditional Roman troops, and that would certainly work and would be another way to play it. And if I go back and play this mission again sometime, I'll probably do that just to be able to do something different. So now here we need marble in order to do our more advanced buildings. So we're going to do a little leapfrog where we build that logging camp out away from what we've built so far, and once that's completed, that will allow us to throw down a slave camp here, and then we can build a marble mine, and we'll have marble coming in, and we can start building temple to Vesta, temple to Mercury, Mars, I always forget which one it is, Jupiter, if we choose to do that one, and build up our religion, because that's going to be the base for our income. Again, because we chose to do the war elephants, we don't have the goods to trade, so we need to make sure we have the religious income. And we're also going to take care of it a little bit here in just a minute, because the next barbarian camp that we're going to attack, right above it, there's a gold mine, so we're going to get rid of that barbarian camp and build an outpost and have ourselves a gold mine. So first things first, we'll take care of the village or military camp, whatever you want to call that, and take those troops out, and then go up there and start building our outposts and gold mine. And now we've got our slave camp finished, and we can get a nice marble mine going, and that'll opens up the more advanced buildings. So we're going to put in some religion to get our income going and make sure we have a solid income for the rest of the game. We really have everything we need. We could just sort of stop right now and just play military if we wanted to, but you got time while these troops are moving. Basically in a military mission, when the troops are moving from one big battle to the next, that's the time you got to build. When the troops, sometimes even in the battles, you'll see you can build if you're really confident of yourself and you know that you're going to win a battle. And certainly while your troops are healing in a military camp after a battle is a good time to build. So you kind of get in that rhythm of going back and forth between the military and the economic and the mission. But as I said, we really have everything we need. Now here again, I'm making sure I use all my special abilities, and that way that this battle will be a rout. So much so that I'm not even going to watch it. I'm just going to come back here and make sure I'm doing my building correctly. So I had forgotten to do my two clothing shops, or you only need one really, but to do my tailor shop. So I don't have clothing coming in. I do have flax, so I'm trying to get that done. And we'll have to build some equites houses to staff those, and you'll see I make a little goof here, and I'll show you that, where I've actually built equites houses, and one was not watching my goods, and I got my goods low, so I had a luxury shortage, or a goods shortage, and that's going to cause me to lose citizens from my equites housing, because they're not real happy about not having goods. So here's the building of the outpost, and I'm going to set it up near that hill, and right up that hill, up that road, is a gold mine. That's what we're really after, but we'd also like to get that stone quarry with one slave camp. So we're going to carefully position that in just a moment. But here we are back kind of getting those. Here's where I kind of made my goof. I got to have those equites houses, that's correct, but I needed to build a couple more insulate to get some more goods production going, so that I didn't end up demanding too many goods. So, as each equite house needs 2 goods to be happy. So, we're running right on the edge here, considering we're using 96 for the war elephants. I forget how many for the Nubian warriors. So we got like 120 or so that we're using right off the bat just for our military, and then plus any equite houses we've built so far, and any patrician houses that we've built are going to use goods. So you need to watch that and make sure you're building enough insulae to cover that, and enough insulae that are happy and fed. So here you can see it's happened. Those troops, those flags mean they're demoralized. They're demoralized because we don't have enough goods to support our citizens and our military. So so here we drop down a couple of insulae. It's a quick fix, particularly with Tribune of the Plebes. Each one's going to produce 5 because they're in a happy spot, where they're getting plenty of food. And now we're back to good, but you will see we do pay a small price for it. One of those there just went dark. One of those equite houses, the citizens have moved out, and you get a warning message for that. And it's nice. See right here, I'm going to click on that, and now I can go fix that by paying some denarii and getting people to move back into that house. So that's what happens when you mess up with your goods or with your luxury. If you have luxury shortage, you'll end up losing some patricians. If you have the plague, you'll lose citizens, lots of citizens from different houses, and you'll need to go back and kind of buy them back eventually to come back. So one of the reasons you really want to avoid plague is it's just such a pain to be constantly trying to say, oh gosh, I lost the house, buying back, and a few minutes later lose it again, buying back. You just get in this terrible rut, and it's very irritating. So watch the plague, build fountains, build your herbalists if you want to in the original. The great combinations make sure everybody's in a fountain, and then has hospital in the expansion. But anyway, now we're going to fast forward and show the final battle. All we did was finish up the last 2 camps. This can be a tough mission for people, but you can see it can easily be done if you have the right strategy. Hope you got something out of this, and I hope you enjoyed it.